Now,
Yeah.
you are the minority leader of the Senate. I just want you to know that.
Right.
Just in case you're not aware.
I'd rather be the majority leader.
What's that?
I'd rather be the majority leader.
Yes, that's right. Well, you've been both.
I've been both, and I like the majority leader better.
But do you? I mean, I thought in some ways maybe being the minority leader would be kind of fun because it's not your president. You don't have to necessarily, he's not your party, and doesn't it allow you to be a little bit more of a rogue?
Yes.
So there's some fun to being the minority leader.
Well, when you're the majority leader and you have your president of the White House, you have to carry all these heavy buckets of water. And when you're the minority leader, you can splash a little on the way. So you don't have the same responsibility. You don't have the president to deal with, but he's not of your party, so you're not carrying all the burdens for that president. Senator Mitchell does a great job as a majority leader, but he'd be outstanding as a minority leader.
And you heartily recommend him for that job. Can he put you down as a reference? Would that be all right?
I've already I've called a lot of people.
You're working very hard on that.
I think you would be very good.
Well, one of the things, as a minority leader, you disagree quite often with the president. With the exception of NAFTA, you probably disagree with President Clinton on just about everything.
No, I think you look at the crime bill, he agrees with us on some parts of the crime bill. And you look at Japanese trade, I support the president. I think we have to let the Japanese know that we're serious about this. It's a two-way street. Mm-hmm. We want access to their markets, so I'm supporting the president there. Foreign policy, we
disagree a lot with him on foreign policy. You guys have your scraps.
But I think where we understand it, why we support the president. But I think it's American leadership. In Bosnia, I've been supportive of the president. Mm-hmm. I think we've waited too long, and I said that about the last president. We've let 200,000 people die, 10,000 in Sarajevo, and 2 million refugees. Bosnia is an independent nation, member of the United Nations. And it took the death of 67 people on the 5th of February to wake the international community up. So, but I want to be supportive. We only have one president at a time. Our role is a loyal opposition. It's not to obstruct the president. That's not the role of the Republican Party. And we support the president when we think he's right, and we'll continue that.
Do you think there are ever times when you disagree with him and you're doing it as a matter of policy, it's politics? Do you ever do it when you say to yourself, you ever thought to yourself, well, gee, that's actually a pretty good idea, but I'm going to have to oppose him on this?
Well, I don't think yet. I mean, healthcare, we don't have time for that, but let's take healthcare. But I think that's a good idea, healthcare reform, but it's so complicated.
Well, you actually went, I commend you on this. You managed to come up with a chart minutes after the State of the Union address. You and Mr. Specter were, you and Arlen Specter were scribbling furiously, I'm sure, as he was speaking. But you went on the air and you said that it was, part of your point was you showed this very complex chart of the health care plan. And I was wondering at the time, did you make that chart a little more complex than it had to be just to get your point across?
No, in fact, we left out a lot of things because the chart would have been too big for the room. So we tried to shrink it a little bit so you get it on camera. And
Are you sure about that now? Because I looked at it at the time. Dana, do we have the tape? I think we have the tape of Senator Dole's appearance. Could we just roll that? Because I'm curious about something. I thought you made it a little more complicated. Dana, could we roll that, please?
My colleague, Senator Arlen Specter of Pennsylvania, has prepared a chart of what the health care bureaucracy would look like under the president's plan. And I'd like to show you this chart. It's a great big chart. It contains 207 boxes. It would take a long time to fully explain it, and frankly, I have difficulty understanding it myself.
Dana, could we just freeze that? Thank you very much. Let's just get a little closer on this chart. I'm just curious about something. And just take a close look there.
That's you.
If you could, yeah. Now just zoom in, just a little more. Could you zoom in? Yeah. See, you've got.
It. You got it. Yeah.
You've got. Those are NCAA matchups you've got in there.
That's it. That's where we got the idea.
There is no reason for those NCAA matchups to be in there. Now, I'm sorry. I believe in everyone having.
Andy said to put him in there, so we did. Right?
I learned a long time ago, don't listen to Andy. He's got a lot of bad ideas.
Well, I've listened to him a lot, and some of his ideas are better than others. But
all right.
Yeah, no.
I'm sorry, Andy. I apologize. No, but you have gone to battle in healthcare. You actually think that Hillary Clinton has done quite a good job, though, even though you have your differences.
No doubt about it. We've started down the road together. I've had a lot of health care in my lifetime. I've spent a lot of time in hospitals. I'm the prostate pinup boy in Washington, D.C. You
don't have to say it that way.
Well, I survived prostate cancer, so I know all about it, and I tell men over 40 or 50, get that little PSA test. There are two tests. I won't go into the other one, but the PSA test is one that, so I understand that people have problems in America, and I think hope I'm just as sensitive as President Mrs. Clinton, but we have a different focus on how we get there.
But you actually, do you think that she should be on the cabinet? Do you think she should have the right to be on the cabinet?
In the cabinet?
Yeah.
Yes, I think she should be in the cabinet. In fact, I told the president I'd introduce a bill to change the law that would allow her to be in the cabinet. But he hadn't called me back.
Wow. That's funny. He returns all my calls so quickly.